So I've been in the process redesigning the game room. We moved in here a few months back and trying to make it my own space. So we're kind of trying some stuff, putting furniture certain places, but finally I had set up, I have glass cabinets, and in the move coming here, I lost the shelves that go in the cabinets, and I tried to find replacement ones at IKEA, and it was going to cost me well over $100 to get replacement glass shelves. You could make wood ones, but then the light wouldn't shine through. So I was in the garage last week, and finally, out of the corner of my eye, I wasn't looking for it, I noticed something because I knew I packed them with the lights on the glass. I had added some lights to it, and I saw the lights and the wire, some microfibers, and it was in one of those like plastic dressers you would get, I guess, like at Target or something like that. And I had put all the glass shelves in there with microfibers for easy transport when we moved into the new house. And I was like, finally, I got the glass cases ready to go. So I wanted to show you guys what I put in them so you guys could come along with me over here. And they kind of, being in this game room, you can see I have slanted walls. This is a room that is above the garage, so it limits what I can put against the wall. I kind of have my arcade back here just against the closets that we have here. So we have the TV section here with an arcade because there's the closet, and then another flat wall with the Play Choice 10 right there. So it limits where I can put glass cabinets. So we got it against the back wall here with a nice window here. This is our DIY desk that we're still working on. We're going to construct this a little bit better. It's a little messy, but we have some drawers that go around for storage and everything. So on each side of the window, we have the cabinets, which look great at night. You get a little bit of the light because, again, I added these LED lights. So I picked these up at IKEA. You can get these glass cabinets here, and then I added the LED lights. So let's open this up here and I'll show you what I got in each of them. This top shelf here is obviously Ninja Turtles themed. These are the NECA Ninja Turtles. So I got NECA Super Shredder, Toka, and Razar here, which look great, as well as the Krang. And he has different things. You can change his arms out. Right now he just has the ball chain thing, but he has a few other accessories that I have in the box. And then the original Krang body. I'm missing Krang that goes in there. But these look awesome. And then, of course, I have the VHS tapes of all the Turtle movies and even a behind-the-scenes making of the Ninja Turtles called Behind the Shells. And then I have right here is a signed NES game. Steve Levine there. He did the art for that game right there. And he was at one of the expos I went to. So he autographed it. It was super nice. So I had to put that in there as well. And then my buddy Tom Ryan just did this sketch of Casey Jones. So I just placed that in there. Moving down. In this showcase, I did have, I'll have to see if it condensed. I have 2 Metroid showcases. So I want to find a way to condense them and make them together. But we got Metroid Dread Collector's Edition on the Switch, along with some of the amiibo from that, as well as Metroid Prime Trilogy on the Wii with some more amiibo. And then down below here, complete in box Metroid Zero Mission, one of my favorite Metro games. So great. It's a remake of the original NES game, but done on the Game Boy Advance. And here's my custom Game Boy Advance that I did to mimic a, Metroid theme to match Samus's suit with the orange and the green. Let's see, I'll turn it on here. And it has a AG101 screen in it. So we took it from an SP101. This way it looks awesome. And I believe Zero Mission is in there. But yeah, it's a new shell that's kind of see-through. And I wanted that Metroid theme, so I like the feel of this one better than the SP that's a little bit more cramped. But there it is. Metroid Zero Mission. Certainly one of my favorite games. If you guys haven't checked that game out, be sure to check it out. Right there. And we got this awesome stand for the Metroid, and you can fit your Samus amiibo right there. Oops, this fell over. And I think I got that from Rose Colored Gaming. It's like a special stand. You can pop the Metroid off right here, and you can see the acrylic right there, and then place the Metroid back on, and it just looks great. So below that, we have all my Doom stuff right here. Not a whole lot. I got a little Doom lunchbox, Doom 32X, and the 2 games on PlayStation there, Doom 2016 and Eternal. But this is a figure that I custom painted, and I did the base and everything. And the video I made on this was on my other channel, and it blew up, and I was like, oh, all I did was repaint a figure, and it turned out awesome. Excited to play the new Doom, so we'll see. I could always add more stuff to this Doom case. So that's this first case right here. Again, I want to condense maybe the Metroid stuff so I can get another themed block in there. And just on top, we have Mario is a phone, old school Mario phone that you can hook up if you have a landline. And I had gotten this question mark block thing when Vans was doing Mario shoes, Nintendo shoes, and my friend worked there, so he gave me some of the promotional stuff there. And this is a custom light I made. I got the light at IKEA. It was a mushroom, and I painted it and added some clay to it to make it look like a Mario mushroom. Looks really cool. Then coming around to the other showcase here, on top we got a Mighty Max little play set right here, as well as this was the centerpieces at my wedding that my wife made with a question mark block here and some fake flowers in there, so I just kind of kept that up there. So this one has more of the Ninja Turtles, the action figure. So here's all my good guys in here. We got Michelangelo on the skateboard, Leonardo, Splinter, Donatello, Mondo Gecko. I forgot the frog and the panda's name. But up there, they got some of their accessories. Casey on the pizza thrower, and Raph back there. And someone had made this perler bead of April, so I added that there. And then I didn't go right next to it, so we'll skip down here. But we also did the bad guys, all my bad guy Ninja Turtles right here. And I got them kind of crammed in there a little bit. But I love some of these figures. I never see people showcasing like this pizza guy. Of course, we got Slash, which is awesome. The Bull, the sumo wrestler guy. I can't remember a lot of these guys' names. I think that's Muckman, maybe. And the Beetle guy, Scumbag or something Scum. Wingbat, so great. The mole guy on top of the little Technodrome thing there. So awesome. I'm kind of cramming them in here, and I'm using some of these clear acrylic little stands I'll show you just to kind of tear them up so you can get more in there. But the shelf before that has a lot of my Transformers. It's not a whole bunch in here, but it's kind of packed in. Obviously, my pride and joy is Devastator here, fully put together, G1 Devastator with some Insecticons. Right over here, I had doubles, so one's in insect mode, one's in robot mode. These two are from Mask. You know, they kind of transform, so it kind of fit the theme here. And I'm not sure what Transformer this is. He was just really big, and I thought he was a cool showpiece, so I put him in there. Thought it looked good. We got an early version of Grimlock here, kind of came out in the 2000s. And then I believe that's a GoBot right back there. But to finish off this showcase here in the bottom, I have my Batman collection. Not all of it, just a couple pieces here. So we have some old school collector cards here from Batman Returns, different packs. We have the Batman Returns Tiger handheld. Love these growing up. Does have the battery back. Infamous of losing those. We have another cards right here that are sealed, so it should be a full set in there. It says Complete Collector's Edition. as well as the NECA NES Batman as well. Definitely love me some NES Batman because I have a NES Batman tattoo right here. And I also have the NES Jason tattoo, so gotta love the NES counterparts of these properties here. And then we have the cups from McDonald's, if you remember those, the Batman cups with the glow-in-the-dark lid. And of course the movies on VHS. I have all the movies there and some books. I certainly have a lot more Batman stuff. I was trying to fit in, and I was trying to get the little piece here back in, but I have the what this is, goes in here. You're supposed to be able to retract it and shoot it, but it folds up like that and then goes on display. And I was trying to put a battery in there, and the battery got stuck, so I don't know what kind of batteries it takes, and I can't get the battery out. So usually that's in there. That was a pretty neat find. But those are the showcases right now, and they'll probably end up change throughout, getting different items and stuff and just to switch it up. But that was kind of the only place I can place them against the walls. Again, having these slanted ceilings here, there was really no other flat wall other than having it here and here, but that's where the arcades went. So I was like, all right, I thought it made a pretty good placement there. Again, if I'm, you know, sitting in front of the TV here or live streaming or doing something, you can see a little bit of the lights back there. They'll certainly show up a lot more when I start doing maybe some DIY projects and I'm filming over in that area, and you'll be able to see them. But don't sleep on getting these. I ended up getting them from my friend. You could check out Craigslist, the IKEA glass cases. Not sure if they're still selling them, but I think they were like $100, I want to say. And they only come with a little puck light that would go into the top right here. There's like a hole right there. So it'd just be one light. So I definitely had to add the little light strips in the back to kind of showcase them up. So let me know what you guys think of those there. Certainly fun showcases, and I love filling it up. I have some G.I. Joe stuff I'd love to put in there. Battle Beast. I might have to build some other stuff to display them, but glad to have them in the game room now, and certainly they look cool, and I just love looking over to them, being like, yeah, there's my toys from my childhood, or at least some of them. And if you guys love stuff from your childhood, well, I've been diving into Nintendo Power issues, going back, taking a look at them, reading all the cool ads and stuff in there. So if that's something you're interested in, check out this video right here. All right, guys, as always, I'm Russ Lyman, and keep your world fun bit by bit. I'll see you next video.